welcome to another episode of Get Lifted. 30 is the new 20. It's your boy, Smiley Jizzle, and my man,
Calvin Brodus.
We on the move like I need a new hobby. Fuck a 9 to 5.
And we in the building, man. Yo, but fuck the pleasantries, man. We live, man. This is our first live, you know what I mean? I didn't know what I was gonna do on the first live because I really ain't put a lot of thought into it. But I do have some shit that we want to discuss. Before we talk about that shit, I just want to talk about something that's always on my mind. I keep seeing signs of it everywhere. Family is really important. I know we have like a little short clip, whatever, that, you know, we said about family and shit, but that shit is true. Like, it's like to me, it's the most important thing. Some of these shit. You know what I mean? So I do anything for family. That's just how I am. You know what I mean? But you know that you have to have boundaries within family. Some people that,
what you mean by that?
like, there's some people that are like family members that overstep their boundaries. Like, you might have a lost relative that come in and fucking overstay their welcome or some shit like that, you know what I mean? Or fucking borrow shit, never bring it back type shit, you know what I mean? Like, and always do that shit, you know what I mean? Shit like that. Like,
they use their family side.
yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's people like, some people you don't give a fuck about, you know what I mean? Like, you know, be realistic. Like, me, like, it's the closer siblings, people don't really give a fuck about brothers, sisters, you know what I mean? Mother, father, shit like that. Everybody that I kind of grew up with closely, like, those are the people that I really, like, care about. So, like, anybody, like, I took care of or was around, like, those are the people that's, like, you know. But, like, a lot of people, like, you know, they come in and out of your life, and they're not family. Like, they could be your friends, they could be cool, but they not the same. Like, you know what I mean? It's always a separation. And some would say that the separation is blood, but I don't even think it's just that. I think it's more than that, because there's connections that you have with other people that are outside of blood, but it's just a connection that you have with these people. You've wanted nothing to do but love these people, like, since the day it was created type shit. You know what I mean? That you came in contact with them, and the people that you care about the most were the people that cared about you as soon as you were fucking created. So that's why you got that connection with them like that, you know what I mean? Other people you meet in passing. You know, a friend that you had since you was in kindergarten or preschool or some shit like that, that comes and goes. But family gonna be there no matter what. That's the unconditional love that we're talking about. That's the difference, that you don't have that kind of love with anybody other than the love that you probably would have with your mother, supposedly. You know what I mean? If your mother was a good mother, they put you in foster care, you know, saying it was the right way type shit.
Do you think it's more rare today to have friends that you consider family more than your actual
Absolutely.
Like, more than your actual
Yeah. I think it's rare, but
you think it's rare? I think it's more common now.
I think it's what they think family is versus what family probably really is. You know what I mean? And like I was saying before, it's not just bloodlines, it's that connection that you have with that person that gives you the unconditional bond. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Like, a lot of people don't have that.
That's what I mean.
Some people, you can't just meet somebody off the street kind of and just have that. You got to build that.
I feel like nowadays the family dynamic is broken. So it's more common to have people that relate to their friends more than their family. You know what I'm saying? Because of this family structure. Even if, let's say, the mom's not there or the dad's not there, one of them is missing. I feel like friends or people that, you know, influences are going to replace that. And that's become the norm. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about that?
I think you're right. You're partially right. But that's what I said. Like, they don't understand what the family dynamic really is. Like, those people that you meet, usually they come and go. Like they're there for an opportunity most of the time. It's not really, you're not really there to just benefit just from, I'm just good from being around you type shit. It's not that. They want something most of the time. You know what I mean? So that's how it is. It's an exchange most of the time. Family, like, that's what I'm saying. It can be unconditional, or you could be like, you know what I mean? You could be that type of motherfucker like, yo, don't you owe me this? You know what I mean? And keep heckling them about it. And it don't have to be monetary, but it could always be something. Like some shit you don't care about, with other shit you do care about. You know what I mean? Family, you can overlook it sometimes.
Alright, so
People that's not family, you probably have a hard time overlooking.
let's segue into this because we actually talked about this shit. We were talking about, do you consider Russell Wilson alpha male or beta?
But this is my thing, Marcus. We want to hear what you would. Can you be out with a girl like that?
No,
already said that.
I don't. I can't be with a woman that's gonna open doors for me to be disrespected, for us to be disrespected.
There you go.
Like if you're comfortable with is disrespecting you, then you do that on your own. But you think you finna come out with me, cause it's gonna disrespect you. It's out there that's gonna disrespect you, especially like that.
100%.
Cause you advertising at this point, and who you advertising for? You ain't advertising.
And the reason why I want to bring this back up is because Vanity Fair, it was like some type of award or some shit like that, right? Came and Sierra was naked. She was naked, my nigga. She had some see-through shit on.
Bro, that's one of the.
But she was naked. And my question to you is, because clearly he can't say, hey, I don't feel comfortable with you wearing that.
Right.
So because he can't say that, I'm gonna ask you again, do you consider him an alpha or a beta?
Beta.
Thank you. That's all I wanted.
I tried to rock with him.
That's all I wanted to say, bro.
I tried to rock with him. Nah,
It's no excuse, bro. Like,
Alright, so
he knows damn well.
look,
Deep inside of his heart.
here's the
That's
thing.
his wife.
Here's the thing. I was on Facebook earlier having an argument with this chick because she made a post saying, I don't know what's the big deal. Rihanna fucking was naked walking around. You can't compare Sierra to fucking Rihanna, number one. Rihanna's a fucking billionaire and she's a fucking man of her relationship.
Rihanna is married.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how you're gonna say that. Like, Rihanna, well,
she's not married, bro. Niggas can say what they want to say,
Russell
but
Wilson
Sierra,
not married to
yes they
Sierra?
is. Yes
They are?
They're married.
They married?
Yeah, they're
Right.
married. So it's the difference. That's the difference.
Oh,
right
Rihanna
there.
not married
At
yet.
the end of the day, Rihanna's not married, so she can do that little, you know what I mean? She can be a
But
city girl if she
still-
wants to.
It's still crazy because, like,
She a billionaire.
I don't,
He said
I
not
don't
billionaire.
care. No. I'm saying it's still crazy for her to even compare her. And I'm like, yo, like, that's
It's-
not the same. Like,
It's nitpick,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
She's trying to say anything to excuse the bullshit.
Straight
but
deflection.
at the end of the day, bro, like if you're married and your wife just was like, yo, I want to dress like this and blah 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 blah. I'm at the point where I think that she's not, you know, being faithful to this nigga. I think she might be cheating on this nigga.
you think she?
Yes, I think she had sex. I think she had sex with Future since her and Russell Wilson have been together.
Crazy. That's crazy.
And I don't think, and I think the type of person Future is, he'll never say that. But I think so.
That's crazy. Yo, because
The body.
I don't know. He said something about.
say-
He made a reference to that. He made a reference to that. He
Yeah.
got alive.
Yeah.
Well, he made a reference to that though.
What he said?
He said something about that, about whatever, but he said he was just rapping. But it was a reference on one of his tracks. I forgot exactly what he said.
I know he was talking about when Jay had said, I can't see the future of my kid playing me in touch with some other man or some shit like that. And fucking, I heard him talk about that, but I haven't heard him say anything about Sierra specifically.
I mean, it's Women's History Month, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. and it's like, it's crazy shit going
Since
on.
when?
Since
Let's talk about
March is women's history.
all these days that, you know what I'm saying?
Women's
Is
history.
women's history longer than Black History Month?
Well, yeah.
So, I mean the history of it.
Oh.
Because I don't remember women's history
I don't know.
coming up.
I don't know how long they've been doing it. I think it's kind of.
That's in 2020.
It's kind of a new.
That's
thing.
in like 20.
Not 2020.
2015 up.
It probably it came out later on, but it's been around.
These type of shits were like only celebrated on social media type shit. You notice that? Before social media, niggas ain't had no International Women's Day, and I love my women. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing for them to have
so
a
my
month.
question to you: do you think they should have one?
They won't. I'm just saying, if like, what is the real benefit of it? You know what I'm saying?
To acknowledge women's history.
But you gonna have to acknowledge that every day. I feel the same way about Black history. You gotta acknowledge shit every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be just one day unless I'm gonna get off of work and get paid for it. Unless I get off of work and get paid for it, it's not real. It's not real, bro. We could celebrate it if we want, but it's not real.
It's a lot of women's history. So Christian Rock crying on live with Tiffany Haddish.
So what's up with that situation? Because if Blueface is right, then that baby may not be his. And if she's right, then that baby is his. But what's the problem? Because he's obviously wiped her. I don't understand why somebody that would wipe her, put her on, you know what I'm saying, fought her pops, did all this shit, and then all of a sudden, like, nah, we breaking up. And then everybody just blamed Blueface, like, oh, Blueface wild. Maybe she's like, you know what, I'm gonna start fucking with somebody else. Because she's on now. She's a celebrity now.
shit.
Other celebrities.
That's what she was talking like. She was like,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
she should just fuck with somebody else, like, you know what I mean? But
ain't nobody else gonna put up with the bullshit though.
Nah.
She has to understand.
She gotta calm down.
She could fuck with somebody else, but she can't be like how she normally is. And it wasn't all Blueface. You see what I'm saying? I feel like Blueface is getting.
She got calm down. She doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
She doing way too much.
You know how you can tell, ladies and gentlemen? This is how you can tell. When they move on, who's doing better, Blueface or Christian, whatever their name is?
Right.
Who's doing better? Who's happily in a situation that they happy? You know what I'm saying? If somebody is single and they don't, you know what I mean, they on the dating scene and blah blah blah, and then the other person is single but they are enjoying life, come on, man. The proof is in the pudding. I'm gonna put it my boy. Are you watching us right there?
I'm watching that.
That's hilarious.
Nah, but
It's a love to life. It's so good.
that's how I know that the shit. You know what I mean? I ain't gotta go check this fucking shit.
I wish both of them left though, bro.
I do too, yeah. Like, I mean, it's toxic, but I hope it ends well.
I feel like one of them is toxic.
I think it's really the industry. Like, I think they already had shit that was going on. They both got fucked up lives. Their childhoods is shitty.
Yeah, but I feel like Blueface put her. She didn't put herself in. You see what I'm saying? You got her to the point where she is at right now, and she chooses to, you know, have this baby, and then the baby be somebody else's. If the baby's Blueface, then Blueface gotta step up and take care of the baby because she's family, just like you said. If that baby's not his, and she got pregnant by some other rapper or some other person, I hope it's a wake-up call. Because at the end of the day, maybe she'll find out that shit, I'm not as popular as, you know what I mean? I thought I could be by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Be by herself. End up like Derrick Jackson, way. You heard about her? The dude, so this dude always be So he cheated on this chick, whatever, and then they broke up, and then he got with another chick, and now she wild and he wild and fucking
The
up
other shit.
the other chick, she leaves him. And they saying like, you can't blame it on him because it was her choice and he can't, you know what I mean, whatever, she needed to get help, the help that she needs, and shit is crazy.
Can't even move on no more, bro. Can't even fucking move on.
And just real life, like, as soon as you get
But that's
into
not
that
love,
shit,
nigga. That's hate.
you know what I mean?
That's not love, bro. That shit is hate, bro. Like, you can't really say you love me if we break up, and it's not because nobody cheated or anything like that. We just say, you know what, I can't fuck with you, and then we break up, right?
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck, or why the fuck, are people saying, all right, I wish that person the best because I said I love this person?
Mm-hmm. Do you really wish him the best?
If it's real love, yes. Because me personally, there's been a bunch of females that's in relationships that's married now that I'm rooting for. I gotta root from afar, but I gotta fucking respect it because you did it the right way. You see what I'm saying? But there's some females that's like single still, and it's like, damn, like I wish you would be doing better. You see what I'm saying? Because that's where the hate comes from. It's usually the females that's not doing better in their circumstances. And then they're hating on anybody that they dealt with that gets a better circumstance. You see what I'm saying? Because it's almost like, yo, I proved that you were wrong, shorty. I proved that you were the problem. Most of these females think they're never the problem. You never hear a female say, oh, I was the problem. Never.
Zero accountability. Zero.
Crazy. Or it's rare if it does happen. I don't know.
Like that's crazy. Like the situation with the dude that had 7 baby mothers and 7 kids, and he was like, he's not gonna take care of none of those kids. That's wild. Like this dude,
that's a point.
Really said, but is he?
Yeah.
Because
if it's his kids,
all right.
yeah.
Explain. 7.
Because it's 7. Like you knew you was wilding after 3.
He exercised his right.
Exercise what right?
His right to leave.
He could leave, but my nigga, you leaving the kids too. Like
He said he didn't want the kids.
You did because you cheated in her 7 times.
But he told her when she told me like, yo, he don't want the kids, and then the chick got mad about it.
I'm gonna tell you
he
what.
said
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
He didn't want to deal with them.
Words don't matter unless they're in writing. If he didn't put no contract,
he never wrote. He never signed his name.
It's null and void. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's still his seed. What I'm saying is for him to tell the chick, oh, I don't want no kids, but your actions is I got 7 of these motherfuckers. Right. Meaning in the court of law, you're gonna get the shit into the stick. Now it's cool for fucking
but he can't because they don't got his name.
They do.
Or they might got his name now.
They
do.
Nigga viral. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? He had to sacrifice.
Nigga going on shows and shit.
This is what I'm saying. It sounded like he had to sacrifice going viral to get the money, and now once he gets, they press charges because they know he has the money, he's gonna give it to the kids. So it could be a play.
So?
Yeah, it could be a play. It could be a play.
It's a GoFundMe coming up.
It could be. That could be the GoFundMe. You see what I'm saying? They could really be a great couple, and it was like, yo, we could just lie and do this and make it seem this way, and then in reality, he's still with it, baby. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you never know, bro. You never know.
Could be some shit. Because he came out of nowhere with this shit.
Believe half of what you see, bro.
Yeah.
They just went to space again, and they didn't even tell her about it. Did you know that shit? NASA just went to fucking space again. I don't know where they went. I think they said it was going to the moon or it was going to try to go to the moon. Nigga, I told you what I think about that. I'm telling you, nigga, this shit is just getting crazy.
talking to a robot every day that we giving you answers to that shit. That shit is dope.
You said
Got the chapters. I just gotta have them fill it out.
let me find out this nigga's trying to make a robot. You gotta relax.
Yeah. Robot books.
If anything go down, they gonna deprogram your shit. Mind you, nigga. If we scared about electric cars taking us some spots, my nigga. Think about artificial intelligent robot that you create, my nigga. That could be fucking, you call that shit hack.
They just hacked the fucking bank in Silicon Valley and shit.
See?
They got bad people for money.
Nigga, that's what I'm saying. They're worried about it. Nigga, this is what I was telling you, bro. I was like, all this Coinbase and all the certain currency and shit, they're trying to move everything towards that. But it also seems like this shit is not reliable because a nigga could just hack this shit and get all that money. This shit is crazy. Digital asset is only worth it if there is digital availability. And that depends on
That's the consumers. Cause there's people that's
that
investing in that shit like crazy.
depends on solar flares, nigga. Because a solar flare can come down, reach the earth, and fucking shut all that shit down. It's electromagnetic pulse, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And if that's how easy it is, niggas could make that. So now, these are terrorists now. If you consider it, because if a nigga could come in and the whole city runs on electronics, and then you shut shit down with electromagnetic pulse, bro, you could rob the banks, you could rob, you know what I'm saying? People gonna be fucked up, bro. It's just too easy, right? I feel like we need to go back to tangible. Because if there is no cash, that means that shit, the value of it is going down. They're not gonna get rid of it if the shit is valuable.
New AI keep coming out. They got AI dogs. Well, not AI, robots.
I see it.
Go and grab the fucking criminals. Yo, you ain't fucking with no robot dog. You fucking with a motherfucker got lasers and bunch of shit.
Yeah. So your whole level.
Oh,
I've seen
nigga.
movies and shit that shows about this.
Now that shit is real
Nah,
life.
that shit is real fucking life. Could you imagine getting killed by a robot, man? Nigga, could you imagine a robot dog, not even a human, a robot dog, and laser your ankles apart. Nigga, like what the fuck? You fall and then it just cut you in half or some Kano from Mortal Kombat shit, nigga. That's
That's the next step.
That's scary.
Next step. I told niggas the Terminator shit.
That shit is coming soon.
Yo, that shit had a date in the movie. It's like all this technology, like it's funny. They got like humanoid fucking robots, like moving eyes and moving facial features, like the cheekbones, like they got metal in that part that's like jointed together and just moving. Like it's just crazy. Yo, then I seen some shit with Lala, fucking Lala one.
Let's talk about it. She's beautiful. I think she's a little older, and I also think she's taking full advantage showcasing her body because of the surgeries and the alterations that she made her body. Which is, you know, I just think it would have been different if she was married. If she was married, I don't think she would be taking those roles. I I don't think she would be getting naked or as comfortable.
What
It's
about
like,
little scrappy mom and smashing?
that's another, that's also another reason on why these women need to be in families and have husbands and shit. Because once you don't, you're making those type of decisions. You know what I'm saying? At the age that Scrappy's mom is, no disrespect, Scrap, but you see what I'm saying? Scrappy don't want his mom out there busting a wide open yet. You see what I'm saying? It is what it is, my nigga. So make the right choices, ladies. It will be accountable for our choices too.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy because he's just like own ass.
It shows guidance. It shows guidance and support. You have to be guided by a strong man that believes in something bigger than himself, or higher than himself. And if you don't, then you will fall to things lower than yourself. It's just, you got to pick one, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to teach my daughter now. That's why I'm in a relationship now. That's why I have plans now. Like, I remember I was telling you, bro, like, I got a 5-year plan. That shit is real, my nigga. That shit is real, my nigga. If you don't have that and you have kids, my nigga, you're gonna show them a world where, oh, I gotta be by myself. And that's not how it's supposed to be.
Now, you saying that, you know, I spend a lot of time with your daughter. I think I always feel like it's important
I try to.
to be present and explore the life and shit. But
I'm gonna be honest.
look at how
That
look at the
depends on his
relationship
mom.
between
That depends on her mom.
Black China and her daughter. You know what I mean?
That's why I said.
She her daughter filthy.
That's why I said what I. That's why I said what I said because we know that China's mom is a great. So it's like every situation that she's gonna tell me about, there's always some woman that is either has no leadership
But do you think that this is
or
just
a lack
change?
of.
Or do you
No, I
that
think that's what the
that's
fuck
really-
happens.
that's really-
Bro, that's what the fuck happens when you have a lack of leadership. You know, like, man was really not a leader. You know, fall victim to surface level shit. You fall surface to vanity. You fall surface to perception of what the fuck you see instead of fear.
Yo, I had a story that I had seen on the green about this Oklahoma cheer coach named Jennifer Hawkins. She was 45. Right? She had sex with her daughter, or I'm sorry, ex with her daughter, 16-year-old boyfriend 300 times.
What? Say that one more time.
Oklahoma cheer coach named Jennifer Dawkins,
And it's female.
female, 45 years old, allegedly had ex with her daughter's 16-year-old boyfriend 300 times. They gave it a number.
It's her daughter.
Her daughter's boyfriend, 16, 300 times.
How do they know it's 300 times?
I
You get a
guess
text
we
message that
spoke
said-
about it. We talked about it in the discussion.
What did the boyfriend say?
It's still investigating.
Oh, so what are you asking though? How do I feel about that shit? This is how I feel about it. This is how I
Because
honestly-
look, this is the mom.
This is
another
how I
mom.
honestly feel about
Another
it.
mom.
The only victim in this situation wasn't the boy for being 16. The only and wasn't the mother because she knew that. It was the daughter because she got her heart broken by her mom. She'll never have a good relationship with her mom ever. Was the mom married? Where was the father?
Actually, I didn't want to bring it up, but it was like a highlight little like crazy story that I knew
I
about.
gotta find out more details. I need more content.
This was a little crazy.
That's foul. Like that's foul. Like 16.
Mm-hmm.
If I was to do it, I was like, yeah, give my mom the book. She need to learn, yo. How you do that? That's crazy. Over 300 times.
300 times.
That means as soon as she met the nigga, they was fucking. That's what that means. He was like, damn, I get the fuck open. That's wild. 16, he was fucking with mom. He got nigga. That's why I said I don't see him as a victim. He knew what he was doing.
He did.
He knew what he was doing.
I mean, it was like, he probably looked at it like it was a come up.
It was a come up. That's why he didn't say nothing. After the first time, he waited 300 times.
This was recent too.
The daughter had to find out for this to be in the news.
Weird.
That's crazy. I'm gonna just read about it. Damn, 5 years. How is it 5 years if she was 6? If he was 16? Oh, he's now 20. Oh well, he's not 21, man. The only reason why this is a situation is because the daughter snitched. She must have had proof over the years. Damn, that's heavy. Like I said, she's a victim, but she's not acting like it. She's pressing charges. I'm pretty sure.
But somehow, young boy gonna be like, you knew what you was doing, young man. You shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have taken that older woman.
Nah, no way. She's gonna be a registered sex offender, and that's how that's gonna go. It's not gonna really matter because if you're a registered sex offender as a woman, it's different from a registered sex offender as a man. A nigga will still have no problem fucking with a registered sex offender as a woman. It's depending on the story, depending on what the fuck the situation is. But for females, that gotta be harder to accept a male sex offender, especially if it's some young shit. Like, it's wild, bro. That's wild beat. Protect the kids.
Yo, for real, man.
Protect the kids.
The dude, you gotta protect the mother, bro.
Yeah. Families. Make the family so male can protect the female, and then they both can protect the kids possibly. But if it's not like that, it's not gonna be like that. That's just what it is.
Yo, you heard about Sean Pink?
Oh yeah, I did. You can take it. They got the You can't take the hood out the nigga.
That shit.
He said he did how he lived.
Shooting that nigga.
He said I could shoot that nigga for my life.
He about to open up a marijuana dispensary or some shit.
He was trying to.
He might not. He might not be able to do it now.
It's not no marijuana charge.
Did you get a chance to see the Will Smith shit?
No.
I mean, not Will Smith, Chris Rock shit.
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
What you think? Do you think he went too hard, not as hard as he should have went? Or do you think he shouldn't even have said nothing about that?
I've never got slapped on camera at the hospital. I can only imagine what was going through his head, but I know these things for sure. I know that this is the first time they did live pay-per-view, well not pay-per-view, but live Netflix streaming. That was different. I know everything that he did was on the spot, right there. You know what I'm saying? And he had to one take it. That has to be hard. You know, as an artist, so one take a whole song, which is like 3 to 5 minutes at best, is hard as fuck. So, you know what I'm saying? Kudos for that. Did I think it was the most funniest shit I ever watched? No. As a whole special, no. I feel like his funniest shit was probably bigger than Black Girl. That's, to me, prime Chris Rock too. But, still funny. What do I feel about it? I feel like he put a lot of the blame on the relationship. And he called Jada a bunch of bitches. And you know what I'm saying? To me, if Will Smith's response was, well, I'm glad I smacked her.
That's good.
He that nigga. But until he says I'm glad I'm smacked him, I'm not watching Emancipation. I'm not doing it.
Emancipation yet.
I'm not doing it. Until Will Smith says I'm glad I put hands on that nigga. Cause you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you don't want nobody disrespecting your wife. Now he called her all type of bitches. You see what I'm saying? Over some shit that you did, and he's blaming on her. If this really wasn't her, then that's your time as a man, as an alpha male, to say, you know what, no, leave her out of this shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I'll fight all of your brothers one-on-one.
I mean, he did say keep my wife's name out his fucking
Yeah, but he said it on the spot, and now he's on some pacifist shit. I ain't with the pacifist Will Smith. I want to put heads West Philly, you know what I'm saying? Like, real nigga shit. It's like, yo, it should be up with the Chris Rock family. That's how y'all taking it. That's how y'all taking it, nigga. I said I'm sorry, but y'all not gonna be calling my wife a bitch. I don't give a fuck if she was wrong. I don't give a fuck if she was wrong, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna be on camera just see my wife. That's my wife. That's what I'm saying, like, and then on record, all you hear me doing is apologizing. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Respectfully, I respect Will Smith. I respect Chris Rock. But you ain't gonna be calling my wife a bitch. I don't give a fuck if she was wrong. I don't give a fuck if you was on the money and you was right about everything. You still not calling her no bitch without you.
I think shout out to fucking Chris Rock, nigga, because that fucking special was fucking amazing. Hell yeah, I seen that shit. That was his snap back. You know what I mean? It was. Like, I felt like
that's why people wanted him to go harder.
That shit. But he did hold back a little bit. I thought he was gonna talk about that shit with the shit that he did with Dave Chappelle. He didn't do it at that. This time. I don't know. They were saying shit about Will Smith too. They were saying like Will Smith, he fell off a little off of the some shit they have, like with certain people.
Yeah,
people in society.
He's being blackballed because
he's
of
like
the smack.
lower on that list.
My nigga, he's being blackballed because of the smack. There's a lot of people in the industry that fuck with Chris Rock. You fuck with Chris Rock, and Chris Rock is on some, yo, this nigga snap you off some bullshit, and I don't want to piece it with this nigga. You gotta pick a side. You gotta pick a side. And he's an Aquarius too, so I already know how he get that, nigga. I already know how he get that, nigga. If you on his side, fuck with him. So, you know what I'm saying?
know.
I don't need a hard thing. You gotta be consistent. You gotta be funny. Like natural. If you're not funny, don't force it. People will see that shit.
Shit, Corey Holcomb.
That's a
50 and 50. This nigga had a conversation with R. Kelly.
yeah, I seen that.
Yo.
You gotta remember, he's a Chicago nigga. He's a Chicago nigga, and at the end of the day, I feel like R. Kelly needs help psychologically, not prison. Like, he needs to be at like some type of rehab where he could fucking, you know what I'm saying? Learn to stop fucking with, little kids. Maybe he can get hypnotized. Real shit, like, maybe he can get hypnotized into never, you know what I mean? Like, not liking kids at all.
If you touch a little kid,
He'll throw up. Yeah, exactly. Some more wild shit. Real shit. That's rehabilitation. Other than that, all, like, especially from what I see from the fucking clip, bro, he seems scared of that bitch, man. He seems like he's singing a lot, like, for forbidden.
He about to get out, man.
He's singing like he's
Already
singing.
about to get out. I've been hearing rumors.
He's trying. I'm pretty sure he's trying.
These rumors are true, man, most of the time.
I'm pretty sure he's trying because he has a lot of time. A lot of time. A lot. And you know what I'm saying? I do believe that he's in there suffering or as payback for his sins on earth in the past. Things that he's not proud about. You know what I mean? But we'll see. I feel like if he gets out, it's God. And if he stays in, it's God. So we'll see. But I ain't mad at anybody being first. Because, you know excuse what he did.
Shit. He did what he did. I mean,
And not the alleged shit. I'm
Parents-
talking about the shit
parents
we know he
consented
did.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
The parents consented it.
Nobody consents to getting a kid peed on. And if they do, they need jail time too. They need jail time too. You know what I'm saying? I'll be damned.
They said it was Women's History Month. Oh my goodness. Yo, I don't believe it, yo.
What do you think about Little Uzi Vert saying that he made a city girl talk to Satan or like Satan or some shit like that?
Who did that?
Little Uzi.
Lil Uzi made a girl talk to Satan.
No, he rapped in one of his songs. He was outside there, or to say back. He was like, he made a Satan girl, and she was JT, and he dates JT, like Satan, praise Satan.
I think it's an era of gimmicks. I think everybody's reaching for some type of, for something to bite, you know what I mean? I think that's really what it is. So
you think
sometimes people do certain things. I think
so you don't think he's a Satanist?
I think it's a
He's
stunt.
doing
It could be. You gotta think about how much money these people got. They make jokes about it in movies and shit, but it's really like a secret society where niggas like literally do whatever the fuck they want. Like,
I feel like that's the perception. I feel like they have to do things that they don't. And that's the shit that, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, if you a city girl, or you're JT, right, and you hear this shit, and you have any type of connection to God, you should be able to say something. Like, no, I don't feel comfortable. You shouldn't be saying shit like that. But I don't feel like she is, and I don't feel like she does. So therefore, it's like, now it's like, okay, JT is already down. So who else is there? whoever is shaming that shit over and over and over in a concert that he's spending. You see what I'm saying? And we all know that even if you don't want to believe in Satanism or rituals or whatever, you know that words are powerful. And you know that saying things over and over and over manifests something. Or believing it, or you know what I'm saying? Because repetition in general, when you do something over and over and over, you get better at it. Just in general. So, I don't know, man. God bless the real guy, Big G. God bless.
And another thing about
Carisha's part of DMF was trash.
Alicia?
Yeah, she was in DMF, bro.
I didn't even see it.
That shit was
I ain't
trash.
watching it. I did finish Snowfall. I watched
They
it.
Snowfall? That's like 7
Someone said they want to hire her for a Pepsi commercial.
That's hilarious. Bro, when I say that shit was like fake, it's like, yo, like you're in Atlanta, you sound like a city girl. Like, what are you doing? Like, how your man just died and you like, oh my God. Yeah, that shit is crazy, man. Shout out to the other city girl.
Snowfall, good ass show.
Yeah, I know. People been telling me about
That shit, yo, it's like the 80s, like
Just hustling shit.
hustling shit.
Where
Hard job. Cali.
Cali? That type of stuff. Cali. But yeah, man. She was bad, bro. And not in the building. And like to me, it almost was like because 50 knew that Diddy was fucking with her, it was like I'm gonna put her on this, and she's gonna be so bad that nobody's gonna say that. Like 50 a nigga that'll do some shit like that to me. Like he'll like know like, oh, okay, she's not a good actress, but I'm still gonna put her in this to embarrass Diddy type shit. I don't know, that could be a reach. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. There's smoke, there's fire.
These all be distractions of
What?
what's really about.
It's not actually a real question.
Like, what's really going on? You know, like right now,
War.
Trump is in there.
Something.
He's trying to figure out how to stop these electronic banking frauds and scammers and stuff like that. That's getting into people's accounts.
It seems like Trump is doing everything that we want him to do. I'm just saying. Like,
That's a part of the game. That's a part of the game.
But just, you know, yeah,
You gotta put the carrot on the string. You know?
I didn't.
Yeah, he ain't even, yo, you ain't even know he had a carrot.
Exactly. Real shit.
Biden was like, yo, you'll make it.
They gave him 1,200 for Biden. We got 600. Yo, shit crazy.
Yo, my boy said he wants to buy $100,000 car. And I said, why do you want to buy a $100,000 car? He was like, when I can afford it. I'm like, yeah. But why do you want to buy a $100,000 car?
Man,
Because it's gonna happen. Because I know he would buy a $100,000 car and go like this. But just the idea of just like, I gotta have that $100,000 car, that I wanna have the potential to buy maybe a $100,000 car if I want, but I don't need a $100,000 car, so I can't drive it.
I think it's also important to be specific about what you want. Like detail what you want. And think about it. You know what I'm saying? So if you did want that $100,000 car, what color was it? What did the fucking seats look like? How did that shit drive? How many dishes did you have in the car with you? You see what I'm saying? I think that shit would be cool. But if he was just saying he wanted it and he didn't know how to get it and he wasn't even talking about it like that.
He just want the car that nobody got. You know what I mean? He want that one-on-one. Only made 2 of these. The other one is in Prince. This is mine. You want that?
Money and their responsibilities.
It is. Because these motherfuckers are talking about the most expensive fucking thing that Americans have, middle class Americans have, is a car. They even broke down what type of cars women are actually attracted to.
Yeah.
And the top car, what was the top car? Is that your final answer?
Yeah. Beamer Benjamin.
Pickup truck.
Women?
Pickup truck.
Women.
30%. 30% was the highest one. It broke it down to like 5 different colors. But that means something. That means something, right? What does a pickup truck normally represent? Work.
That's what I'm saying.
Hauling
You think that was a
probably
psychological?
having, you know what I mean?
You think that was a psychological choice?
I think they feel like this is somebody that's gonna be able to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
That's how they look at it.
Somebody that they could get.
See it as a symbol of protection.
Okay.
Then, like, almost the lowest was like expensive cars. But it's really like, women are hypergamous. If you have a pickup truck, could mean that you got business, that you got a lot of money. Crazy. You spend out of 24 hours in a day, how much time do you spend with your vehicle?
What? Me?
Well, not you. They were saying for the average person.
Mm-hmm.
Because you do Uber, so that answer would fit you. And the answer was an hour. And those,
An hour a day?
An hour a day. And those people don't really do anything outside of that.
Yeah, that's why I would assume their favorite car would be against vendors. But then again, it makes sense. Like, not everybody has the funds to have to take a car. So, especially if we live in the hood, especially our people. So, if we do have that shit, guaranteed, we'll have some ghetto shit that we decide to crib. Guaranteed. Unless you have a bed in the house, too. And then he drives a nice car. Like I came with her, me, not to even put this shit out. They both drive nice cars. So, it's the dynamic though. If, let's say they break up, God forbid, they break up, and he take his car and they go. Now she gotta fuck with somebody that has enough bread to drive that type of car, or guess what? She fuck with somebody that don't have a car like that, or doesn't have a car at all. Now the dynamic fucks up.
That's because of the materialistic desire.
No.
It
Let me
is.
tell you why.
It is. Let me tell you why it is. Only because when you start off a situation like that, like you both have to have a car, then that's gonna be the idea for the family, and that's gonna be two things that you're gonna have to worry about instead of thinking practical and saying, yo, we can have one family vehicle and we can all use it, but nobody wants to do that because you gotta be stylish. You gotta have the $100,000 car, and you don't really need it. You know what I mean? So people have to have something of their own because of the materialistic value that most of us already have. Especially in those relationships, they can have it, they want it. They don't want to wait for you to pick them up. They don't want to share the car. They don't want to take this thing.
I agree on that.
And that's why we're excessive consumers. It's hard to be in a relationship with an excessive consumer if you're not making enough money to complement what they're doing, which is what you're saying. If he got no car, but that doesn't make him wrong because he's gonna be in that situation.
That's what I'm saying. That's the point. Like at the end of the day, she's used to a certain lifestyle. And once a woman is used to a certain lifestyle, if you're not bringing better, you're bringing worse.
That's why I always talk about transparency.
But that's what I'm saying.
They already know. They know
that's
this
what
nigga don't
it
got
is.
no fucking
That's
car. So
what
why
it-
the
but
fuck you
that's-
driving your ass over
That's
here
what
all
I'm
the time?
saying.
To get this
But that's what I'm saying.
dick.
She has to be. She has to be in it for more than just the dick at that point, because she's used to a certain lifestyle. So now she has to find. Not only does she has to find a single male, she has to find a single male that can provide the type of lifestyle her last male did. Because if she did, she do it wrong. Ain't that crazy, my nigga? But that's just the truth of the matter, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody always, you know.
She can't go back to the nigga that has potential, but he don't really have it all there. She
Basically,
can't do it.
basically put it like this: if you fucking with a nigga that's doing everything for you, don't fuck that up.
But
Because if you do, then you're gonna have to settle for lesser.
Exactly.
Most of the time.
But that's the problem.
If you fucking with somebody that's in a higher status economically, and you fall off with that person that's in a higher status economically, then you lose all those fucking benefits, and you gotta crawl back up from the bottom. And if you already put in like 15, 20 years, like what are you doing out here?
It's
You're supposed to be a grandma, a great grandma,
it's
a great grandma.
I think insecurity grows with you, bro. Insecurity grows with you. So at the end of the day, a lot of people, I'm not even just going to single out women, a lot of people have things that they don't deal with or make peace with, and those things grow with you. And not everybody has to deal with that. Like, that's the thing. Like, when you're in love with somebody, you have to deal with what you have to deal with other people's trauma. Unless it's not real love. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's not real love. And you don't want to. If you don't want to, it's not real love. Guaranteed.
So what's the point of getting married in the first place?
For the love and happiness.
You get married when what you gotta pick from? Little scrappy mom, fucking Lala Anthony, she look alright, she older,
See, ain't nothing wrong with Lala, but I feel
like
like
broken single chicks that's
Lala got used to the life, but didn't get used to the life. She got used to the life, meaning, okay, I'm gonna get this nip tuck. I'm gonna change my appearance. I don't like these things about me, so I'm gonna change it. That's getting used to the life. Getting paid, knowing that your husband is probably out there doing some shit, but it's not public. Once it started getting public, now it's a problem. Because I'm married to you, and you're out there doing shit, and then everybody knows. Shade room. You feel me? TMZ knows. All this shit. So now, y'all break up, which I'm not mad at her for deciding she's out. But now, it's like, you're a mother of a young man, and it seemed like you chose now to get more promiscuous with your hip. And I feel like that's solely based off the fact that you don't have a man that's telling you, hey, I don't want you doing that, but you putting it all out there. So now you're in your life, so I can do whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? That's how females get caught up in OnlyFans. But that is being nice because we hear all the time about what niggas ain't doing right. All the fucking time, bro. Man ain't this, man ain't that. Man need to do this, man need to do that. What do we mean? That's what I'm saying. Each one teach one. That's what I learned. I think that was a real thing. Each one teach one. So if I could learn game from strong women can learn game from strong women. Strong-minded.
It's important that you selectively choose who you're going to go with. They hating on people traveling out of state. This girl named Filipina P or whatever. She was talking about every dude that's traveling out of country and seeing all these women, how women back here are bashing them because they're doing this, saying we could keep on and all this other shit. They don't want you either. And she was like defending them, like they do want to say, you know what I mean? But the thing is, they just have more traditional values. Like they don't mind being a wife, being submissive, taking care of the household, and things like that.
That's the thing.
They taking the job that others do and take over the order and take the ring and they want to watch over the women and stuff like that. And you're like, oh, like women are slaves, like they can't do this for themselves. Like, everybody can do it, but it's nice to know that somebody appreciates you if you do a lot and you contribute a lot more than just paying bills. Like you actually do stuff, like you fix shit when it's broke, or you know, you get shit done. Like if she's stuck somewhere and stuck in a hole in her car, like you get here and you get her out, and she ain't locked over, you know what I mean? Like you worrying about shit that he's supposed to worry about, handling the shit that he's supposed to handle, and you complaining about nothing really.
I feel like women just don't depend on their man anymore. And the men that are in relationships now are in bed with the women because that woman defends them. And I think the reason why a lot of women don't depend on men anymore is because this world is teaching you to be independent as a woman, especially a black woman, to keep the family. Another play that people say, but it's a play. It's a fucking play. You know what I'm saying? So the only way to go against that play is come together and realize that we need each other. Right? And the only way we can do that is if we don't give up on each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But that's what's happening with all this information, giving them heart attack, everything.
that's why this podcast is so fucking good, bro. When we had our female guests up here, we had difference of opinions, but she fucked with us. Right? She would come back. You see what I'm saying? When we had people up here, we might have difference of opinions, but they fuck with us and they'll come back. You know, not to say no names, but that's not the vibe everywhere. There's some situations where you go there, it'll be a nice setup, but the vibe is right. You see what I'm saying? And you just like, damn, this could be something, but the vibe ain't right. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Oh, for one day. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, intuition is real.
Shit. I was talking to my family about her possibly, she wanted to do a collab. We saying it. I reached out to her or whatever. Like Christine, she got a spot where she do like mobile massages.
How much you charge?
I think she's saying like $1 a minute.
Get the fuck out of here. That's not bad. So $5 for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
Plus probably not hit like somewhere in the bar and that's probably different.
She's in Vegas?
Yeah.
I gotta consult my girl.
Spyathome.com. I'll leave the link in the description.
Oh man. I'm gonna refer my people. I'm gonna refer my people.
She's been doing this for like a few years now.
That's solid.
It's doing pretty well. They get like regular clients, like some.
So how do you feel about that? If you was in a relationship with a girl that was she would sign people.
Ooh.
How do you feel about that?
We should have her on the show to have that.
Exactly. About Matter of fact, save that question for her. We're gonna remember it by recording this.
That's a real good discussion. But she did say something else that I was talking about, and to really highlight more of the black-owned businesses that's out here. It's a few of them. Crave Health.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah, another one.
That's the dietary shit?
Yeah. Gorilla Lemonade.
You can't even bring the ball down.
But oh yeah, and the Mayor of Maryland, that was another crazy story. We can say that for next time. But I did want to say this. It is what it says. So I gotta rate serious dress.
No.
1 to 10.
You mean the lack of the dress?
Like on the scale, like if you was with a
She
chick,
looked
like,
good.
like what, like,
But
if
I
a chick wore that, if a chick wore
No,
that
she
for
wouldn't.
you,
No, she wouldn't.
would that be alright?
No. No.
In no setting whatsoever.
In no setting?
In no setting. Like meaning like she
A
couldn't
lingerie
wear this
party.
to the thing. But it had to be something underneath, like something like
It would have to be
something.
exactly. Or something over. Like, if it was that, if she had that dress, she would have to have something that covered
She
it.
got everything.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I can't fuck with that, bro. Can't fuck with that. That's better than the side. Even the lingerie
Nah, I
party.
don't get past it.
Perfect.
Like, I like how you started with that shit.
He don't.
He definitely don't get a pass.
He don't. He don't. And this is why I said what I said. There's things that led to this. You know what type of men you're dealing with. This Future ain't doing that shit. And if Future do that shit, they have a freaky relationship. They must be having all type of three ways and 4 ways and orgies and shit.
Yo, you saw that video about the chick that she was like, she's like a professional Block 3000.
Oh yeah, I watched that shit.
That video was crazy as fuck.
Shout out to the first girl, not that one, but the first one in that video that was talking about she like put her man to sleep and all this other stuff. She was the truth.
That's how you supposed to treat us.
She
That's
was
how you
the
supposed to
truth.
treat a nigga,
She
man.
was the truth.
That's how you. I ain't even finished the whole shit. Like, yo, man, let me see that
She
shit.
was the
Man.
truth.
I ain't finished that whole shit.
It's the truth. But as far as the who does it, shit. First of all, the dude was right. Any girl that got that shit, nose piercing through the nose and shit, like, it's a Hoover Dam. A blowtorch.
Yeah, yo.
HBK specialist.
they was dead saying like that's how a chick should treat her nigga, man. That's why I stopped there.
Yeah, it was a good. I mean, you ain't gonna show them us watching that shit.
Nah, but that's the judge. Nah, but this shit's crazy though. Like basically, this whole shit is like basically what niggas want. Like, listen to these motherfucking chicks. Like, they know what the fuck they talking about.
Yeah.
They damn know what they talking about. Like,
I like how in the first of the video it showed the girl that she do one, and the end of the video it shows the girl that she did one.
right.
Like, I like the subtle view, the subtle nuances in the video like that. That's just fire.
Well, yo, we had another episode today, man. Our first live episode. Next time it's gonna be second. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have these videos coming out soon. But yeah, yo. But this tap in still every Sunday. You know what I mean? 8 p.m. We're gonna be here. But yeah, you know what I mean? Tap in, like, share, whatever shit. 30 is the new 20. It's your boy. It's my Jizzle and my man. And we got
Listen. Be on the move like I need a new hobby. Fuck a 9 to 5.